Hi, I'm Sina.
Hi, I'm Raven.
And we are WHYY Youth Journalists.
School is such a waste of time. I have to do 50 math problems on the quadratic and cubic functions in Miss Robinson's math class. Why can't we learn how to pay taxes or balance a checkbook?
What? School is not a waste of time. Things like basic math and reading techniques are essential to everyday life. Plus, your parents can teach you things like how to survive in the real world. And Mrs. Robinson is the best teacher anyone could ever have.
Well, no, whatever. We're running out of time, and so let's just get to our field reporters, Lucas and Joy.
Hi, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Joy. And we are WHYY Young Journalists.
We are at McCall Middle School, one of the many schools in the greater Philadelphia area.
We asked the public and some experts about their K-12 education and whether or not they thought it prepared them for their futures. We caught up with Philadelphia Middle School science teacher Ashley VIECHWEG-LEWIS, who feels that students should learn more than just the standard curriculum.
I think that a lot of time at school we're learning how to be better students, right? So we start off in math class and we're learning how to prepare for algebra, then to go on to like trigonometry and calculus, but we're not learning life skills that's going to prepare you for how are you going to make sure that you're investing for retirement and so forth.
Madeleine KEOGH, a young professional, agrees that her formal education didn't provide all of the answers.
I do think, though, that it prepared me more in the terms of, math and English and not really so much as life skills, such as like financial literacy and things like that. Debt and how to balance your accounts and, what to look for when you're looking for a job would be nice, just so then in the future when you're preparing either at an internship or another job experience, you would know kind of what to look for and ask questions when you're applying for the job.
Some people, like Patricia Caporale, a retired Montessori teacher, and EILEEN Flanagan, a current middle school history teacher, feel that through critical thinking and group work, students are already taught these life skills.
I taught 3 to 6-year-olds, and the thing about Montessori is that we're already teaching life skills to children starting at 3 years old. We are helping children to become independent. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of choice, and you can see what children's aptitudes are by some of the work that they are choosing.
Now, we're talking about grade school. I'm going to say that every class they take is worth their time, and maybe they should take it because you don't know at this point what's going to trigger your excitement.
After talking to some experts, we hit the streets and asked some students and one teacher what they thought. Some passerby thought that they were being taught everything they needed, while others understood that there was an obvious lack that needed to be addressed. Do any of your classes help you with this?
Yes, I took personal finance, I'm currently in accounting, and I'm taking computer and informational systems next year.
Yes, I'm actually going to be taking early education next year.
I think I'd want to teach my students things that'll help them be better citizens. I definitely think there's room for more of the arts and more financial literacy so that students are more prepared to be citizens of the world.
Finally, we talked with Andrew Hill, an employee of the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, who trains teachers to incorporate financial literacy into their classrooms. He is an example of new initiatives that help students prepare for successful financial stability and manage their money efficiently. These are key steps to help prepare students for the real world.
That kids from kindergarten all the way through the senior year in high school should be learning about personal finance. So how to manage money, how to budget, how to use credit wisely, how to save certainly, as well as other things like, how does your income vary depending on what level of education you get. In my job, I train teachers to teach about personal finance and economics, and I write curriculum materials for them to use in the classroom.
Once again, we are WHYY Young Journalists. Sorry, but we have to get back to class.